He's a six-time Emmy and Tony nominee who has celebrated 50 years on Broadway. Now director David Serero is pulling back the curtain on legendary actress Tovah Feldshuh with a beautifully crafted, star-studded documentary. Take a look.
Who are you?
Tovah.
Tovah Feldshuh.
A real firecracker.
I certainly am an actress.
She's a better Jewish mother than I am a Jewish son, I think.
Tovah made such an impression in the Broadway community.
She's an actor in every sense of the word.
She's a force.
Versatility.
How can I say no to Tovah?
She's the greatest Jewish actress.
Dives into whatever she's doing.
Call your movie Tovah.
And Tovah and David join me now. Welcome to both of you. Thank you so much for being here. Tovah, you've been here many times, and I felt I even learned so much more about you. I am just in awe. I bow down. I bow down to you because you are so amazingly talented. So many people in this film wanted to talk about you. Katie Couric, Dustin Hoffman, Oscar Isaac. When you hear what they have to say about you, what is your reaction to that?
You know what Golda Meir says? Some people love you, and some people love you and show up. They showed up, and that makes all the difference. It made all the difference. I was so grateful and surprised. People said, what was your most surprising? I said that everybody said yes. And that's David. I mean, David, I guess, could sell used cars.
Yeah, David, I want to know how you got into how did this whole thing come about? I know you've done documentaries before, so how did you guys
first of all, thank you for the opportunity. I'm a big fan of yours also.
Thank you, David.
But actually, I think it's God who came above my head, and he said, I'm going to reward you. And God lives above on NBC, by the way, on the last floor.
That's right.
Just so you know. And, he rewarded me by allowing me to do this amazing film about this genius.
Yeah, she's so amazing. I mean, like I said before, I've always known you're incredible, but watching this, the fact that you, before every scene, will drop and do 20 push-ups, which I did in your honor today. You will run in place before every take because you said that it makes your cheeks flush and then you kind of get out of your own head. You climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. You did trapeze for your Pippin audition. You did all your stunts in The Walking Dead. Where do you get this motivation and drive from?
Just the great desire to live, and I had a great parents, and my father was a GI in the United States Army Intelligence in World War II. And by the time I was born, which was well after the war, he was a lover of life and a liver of life, and he never left my side. And I remember he bought a horse, and he said, Terry Sue, which is my birth name, Terry Sue, how often can a little girl tell a big animal what to do? So we lived a very vivid life, and he felt you were capable of anything as long as you were diligent and pursued your highest bar of excellence.
Yeah, what was the craziest stunt you ever did that while you're doing it, you're thinking, well, why did I sign up for this?
Well, I think one of the craziest, besides auditioning 30 feet in the air without any net, any belt, any mat, no insurance for Barry Weissler at the Music Box Theater.
Yes.
He said, you're right. He said, are you okay? Okay, okay. And I said, yes, are you? Are you? Are you? That was a good one, but I was in Rwanda and Uganda tracking the silverbacks with my darling child, Garson Brandon Levy, and Amanda couldn't go, our daughter. And in all events, there was a flash rainstorm, and I weigh 110 pounds. I began to fall down the mountain, and that son of mine grabbed me, and he did a stunt. He held his mother to his chest and prevented me from falling. And when he applied to Harvard Business School, he wrote an essay on that. And I said, Brandon, if you get in, you go to admissions and you thank them. And he went to thank them, and he said, thank you, sir. He said, wait a minute, are you the boy that wrote about the gorillas and your mother? That was the biggest stunt.
I love that.
Son.
Well, and David, you guys went back to all the places that meant something to Tovah. You went to the Bronx, you went to Paris, you went to Sarah Lawrence, where you went to college, which is in my town.
Yeah.
So how important was that, and what did you learn about her in visiting those places?
Well, it was important to go to Paris. First, we got a great discount with the airline, so it meant for us to go. No, but it was, Tovah is the result of an equation, so we have to understand every part that makes that result of that equation. So, of course, Paris, which is my native city, as you can hear, my accent's from New Jersey, and and so it started. I'm so sorry. And then it was important to show because she studied mime also with Jacques Lecoq, with very important people. So I think all of that played a role to who she is today.
Yeah, I got a real quick question about Nobody Wants This. We got season 3 3 coming. What do you want for Bina?
I want Bina's values and her understanding of cellular coincidence being important in a marriage to sally forth. And if her values don't sally forth, we don't have a series, because I'm the big object to an obstacle, as you would say, to my beloved Jewish rabbinical hot rabbi son marrying this shiksa. Hopefully conversion will be an imperative. I don't want to leave this without saying I love my daughter Amanda, who majored in physics at MIT and graduated in 3.5 years. She's a fabulous girl too.
Oh, I love that. I'm glad we got that in too. All right, well, Tovah is out now. For more information, head to davidserero.com. Thank you both so much for coming.
So welcome.
Thank you to you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.